Yo, what's up, everybody? You're back on the reel with my main man, Curdy Bird.
What's up, world? What's up, folks?
Hey, and your boy, yours truly, BHB.
Big Head Bruce. I'm still here, y'all.
We doing it. Hey, guys, so we told you on this show, you never know what to expect, okay? It's... You never know what you're going to get from us. This week is absolutely no different. It's August 13th. We are right at the beginning of something that we all really enjoy. Mm-hmm. It's a big thing for us. You know, Curdy Bird likes to emphasize that we're ex-athletes. But we all some ex-athletes that really love us some sports, all right? And y'all, it's football season, baby. It's kickoff. It's high school. It's college. It's NFL. And, that's what we're going to talk about today. And we're also going to throw in a little bit of life. You know, we're going to talk about some life. Curdy Bird, man, you got anything you want to say to the people?
Man, I love y'all. Miss y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for all the subscribers. Keep it up. Let's keep it moving. So, like I always say, let's move this thing forward together, man.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So this young man that we brought on today, he is from our hometown, Monessen, PA, the Greyhounds.
Centown, stand up, let's go.
Yes. You know, we already said, we're going to be showcasing some men from or some people. Let me rephrase that: people, men and women. I want some children on here too. Some not too damn young, but I want some kids on here. But we're going to be showcasing people from our town. This young man, I've known him for a long time. He's a few years younger than us. I've known him for a long time, but over the last 15 years, I've really gotten to know the man that he is. And I respect the hell out of this guy, not only for his knowledge of sports, but especially football. The man he's out of this world when it comes to football, all right? But I respect him for the man that he is and what he stands for. He's a coach. He's a husband. He's a new daddy.
Father.
He's a new daddy. And he's an inspiration.
He's been a daddy, but he got a new one.
Yeah. Oh, that new daddy.
Yeah.
He's an inspiration to young men all over this place.
So many. And some older men.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Mikey Blainfield. Mikey, what's going on, my man?
Man, listen, it is a pleasure to be here. I'm happy to be here. I spent the last couple of weeks looking at this show from a fan perspective, so it's nice to actually be on here and be able to contribute, man. So thank you for having me, man.
Man, we appreciate you. We appreciate
hopefully this is the first visit of many, man.
Absolutely, man.
I'm already excited about coming back.
Yes. Yeah, man. We'll have to do like a mid-season football joint or something. We'll definitely hook that up.
Yeah.
But
let me do something real quick. You my man, you my brother, you know that.
Yeah.
I had said something about you a few years back. When you were coaching the Hounds, and I don't know, I said it in front of somebody, they might have told you, they might not have, but man to man, I said something to you, and I guess some people might have took it out of context, but it wasn't, because they don't understand how I talk. I said that you were soft.
Yeah.
And people thought that I was saying like, the man, you were soft, which is absolutely impossible, folks, trust me. But what I was saying was, the way that we grew up and the way that you know football in Monessen, I felt at the time you weren't coaching up to what you were taught. I was wrong. You understand? Me outside looking in, prejudged, which we all do, like I said.
We all do that.
And I judged you and I was wrong. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm man enough to sit here and say I was wrong. I was wrong. The reason I was wrong is I didn't understand the background.
Yeah.
You understand? I was just going off of what I was seeing, like we all do, once again, off of what I was seeing, and I wasn't understanding what you really were doing. So, man to man, I want to just apologize to you for that.
First of all, you don't got to apologize to me. Listen, like I look up to you guys, man. Any type of feedback, whether positive or negative, wrong or right, I got to accept that. Because if that's how you feel at the moment, then there got to be some truth behind it. You know what I'm saying? And as far as back then, I mean, if I'm not getting better as a coach every single time I step on the field, then, what am I doing? So at that time, maybe I would have been soft. I mean, the thing is, like when people see stuff on Friday night, all they see is a product there. They don't know
What
the
it takes
layers
to
and
get it,
layers and
yeah.
layers and layers of stuff that goes on to get to that point. But early on, I was kind of soft, and like the thing was, I was in such distress from being in the assistant position and seeing the program like, man, fall apart.
The thing
like,
you love.
Excuse me,
seeing
real quick,
what we
let's-
saw.
just to throw something in because
Yeah.
Birdie snuck this in on me. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Birdie snuck this
He
in
told,
on me.
look, I knew
yeah,
he said, "Want to clear the air." I was curious. I was
Look,
like, this
Birdie
is-
snuck because I already had something else going on. Birdie
No,
snuck,
you're-
snuck,
we
but
good.
I'm so glad you did. But I want to just to kind of give them a little, just a quick backdrop. Like you was the head coach of Monessen High School.
Oh yeah, I'm saying,
and that's
I should
cool.
probably
I mean,
take y'all back for a minute. So
yeah.
this is a long journey, man. So
But I mean, I want you guys to. I want you. I mean, that
I'm
right there was
address
a
that.
beautiful thing.
yeah, I'm addressing.
No, go ahead. No, this will be better.
So just a quick backstory. Like I am Monessen football through and through, man. No matter where I'm at, no matter what hat I got on. Listen, I'm always gonna be Monessen football. I started off as a manager on the sideline in the '90s, right? To work playing for Scarvell, right? To playing for Coach Fisher after that, to coaching with Andy Pasak, to coaching with Salvino, to becoming a head coach myself. So like for the past, up until 2019, before that, maybe 20 something years, I was a part of the Greyhound Nation, and I still consider myself a Greyhound through and through. But at the time, I was looking to take over the program at a young age, and I know that was frowned upon. Not just that, Monessen had never had a black coach at the time, so I felt like I needed to be, I guess I gotta use the word soft, but like my thing is, as far as the soft perspective is, I wanted to be able to reach kids and create a welcoming type of atmosphere because we didn't have the body. We had kids that weren't playing. So like, how do I get kids to come out? How do I get kids to participate? And at the time, I thought that maybe if they see it as not so hard, because right now, especially at that time, kids just cannot take being yelled at, being coached up the way we were coached up.
Hear
So
you.
like,
Totally.
I couldn't address it the
Hear
way,
you.
like, so I had to find a way to be able to, still get my point across, but I can see how I can come off as being soft at that time.
That's exactly what I was talking about. See,
Right.
now there go the back door shit I didn't know about right
Yeah.
there. I didn't. You understand? Like this man went through a lot, and I know he did, trying to get something that he loved off the schneid because
Yeah,
we
man.
come from
What
great
do we always
tradition.
say though? You gotta read a book, man. Don't
You
judge it by the cover.
ever.
Yeah, the
Don't
cover's
ever.
Friday
Don't
night for a
ever.
high school
Yeah,
football.
there's always-
The
there's-
It's all
first,
covered.
by the way, the first congratulations, black football
Ball
coach
coach
of
in
Monessen
Monessen.
High
Yeah,
School.
that was
awesome
big, man.
thing. That was a
That
huge
was-
thing.
that was-
But don't judge them. We say this shit like this. It can go in life, in football, in your next door neighbor.
Absolutely.
Like it don't matter. Don't judge the book
Yeah.
by its cover, man. You never know. Open that joint up and read a little bit. But Mikey, please, man, continue, bro.
No, so after that, I started to establish myself so that after a while, kids started to get the expectation. So now I can be a little bit more rough because now they know what to expect. But at first, I needed to have that big opening, welcoming atmosphere to get kids to come out. And even though we had low numbers, like the ratio for participation, like I had almost every eligible boy in the school, coming out to play. And I'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take that, whether or not that they were actual ball players or not. Like they were there and they were ready to get coached up.
They
So
tried.
that was
They gave it the best shot.
and that's the biggest thing to me when it comes to coaching. And we're not creating football players.
Creating
And
men,
we're creating men.
Creating men.
Absolutely.
And that's what this man was all about. And I know he went through a lot of scrutiny and everything,
Yeah.
and he hung in there.
And that's not something that I came up with myself, honestly. Like that came from experience, and honestly, I'll tell you who it was. Gary Don Gillett, Bell Vernon coach.
DVA.
He was coaching with Salvino on the staff, and like when I had those guys there, him, Tommy Thompson, I'm trying to suck up as much knowledge as I can from the cats, right?
That's big knowledge.
We're
there.
talking about
People
state
don't know.
championships.
Yeah,
Listen,
people don't know that's big
So
knowledge.
the one thing he told me before he left, he said, coach positive. He said this era of kids doesn't understand how to respond to negativity. He said coach positive. So like I see a kid do wrong, like when we were growing up, we're getting our asses chewed.
Yes.
Like I told you to set the edge. What are you doing? Blah blah blah. Right.
Might get smacked.
Listen.
Man. I mean,
But instead, I come up to a kid. Listen, I like the contact, bro, but you got to set that edge.
Different angle.
different angle.
Yeah.
The
So
positive
it's
first.
not being solved, but it's like, listen,
Yeah.
you're doing something right, but listen up. I need you to do this a little bit better.
Right. It's that positive, and you know what? That's once again, football,
Yeah.
life. Like I'm doing this in my own life with my
I'm telling
family.
you go watch a youth league game right now, and you see a kid get yelled at, and watch his body language change.
Yeah, you see it. I see it all day. You know, I coach.
Listen, I was
I tell them
talking.
all the time. Body language is a
Body
must.
language is everything. Like,
Yeah.
I was down watching the Major League Hoops last year, and I said something to the coach afterwards because he just went crazy on this kid. And afterwards, like the next couple of minutes, the kid just like is moping around. He's like not hustling back on defense. I'm like, bro, that's not coaching right there,
Right.
bro. Like you just failed that kid.
Right.
Not only did you embarrass him in front of all these people, because a lot of times the coaches are just yelling. They're not correcting them. You're telling them everything you did wrong without telling them what to do right. Right? You're sitting there going, hey, I told you to do this and do this. Like, no. Stop what you're doing. Don't do it this way. Do it this way. Right? Like, and I tell kids sometimes, listen, I understand it's frustrating. Like, the lights are on you. Right? I tell them all the time, you're on TV. Right? And they don't know how to respond to that stuff. So I tell them, relax. This is a moment now. Right? This is a moment you get to prove how mature you are, how much you've grown. Right? Because if you're still a knucklehead, right, you're gonna go out there and do some knucklehead shit. You're gonna have like you're gonna make a mistake. You're gonna have them throw flags. Like you're not gonna show that you learned from your mistake, right? If you've grown, this moment right here gonna rise to the occasion.
Right.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go out there and the next play, I got you, coach. Watch this. You know what I mean? So being able to coach kids up, like they understand that they can take that off the field now. Now in the classroom, this last test I might have failed, but like next time, listen, I'm gonna make sure I make up for that. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
Or maybe it's in a relationship. Listen, man, maybe I fucked up. Next time, listen, I got you. I'll do. I gotta do to make sure where we need to be at. So that gotta translate into everything, and that's what you got. That's how you coach kids up, man. It's all about being a man. It's all about being an adult, I should say, because I've coached girls too.
Taking responsibility.
Accountability.
Right.
Accountability. There you go. I like that. Too.
Accountability.
What is some of the best advice you could give a kid in this era right now? If you don't.
Man, don't show up for the pictures. That's my biggest advice. Listen. I literally
Don't show up for the pictures. I got to hear this going.
I got to too. This came up to me funny.
Don't show up for the pictures. Like I literally, because I work kids out sometimes, right? I'll be at the field. I'll see a kid come up and take a picture of his spikes on the field, run around for 10 minutes and then go home. And right, he'll go on Facebook like, yeah, working hard today. You know what I'm saying? Post a picture of the spikes. Everybody says, oh yeah, keep working hard, baby. Bullshit, you're here for the pictures, bro.
Absolutely.
So don't fake it, man.
Right. Listen.
Don't fake this shit.
People don't understand how hard you have to work to be successful. I mean, like, listen, there's talent out there, and this will go back to like something real big we'll talk about later on. But like, people don't understand that talent will give you so far. Some guys are uniquely talented. LeBron James is uniquely talented, but he still works hard as hell. So I'll give you a perfect example. Like Allen Iverson, I'm a huge fan. Georgetown Hoya. Allen Iverson,
time out. Hold on, no. Go ahead, Bernie. You say it. Go ahead.
Georgetown alum, you heard.
Listen,
Georgetown Hoya, there you go. Give him some props.
From Vanessa to DC.
From the Vanessa to the becoming a Hoya.
Listen, I'll tell you a great story about Allen Iverson, right? He came back and was speaking to the hoop team one time in the gym. He was talking about how he spent his summers. He used to tie his right hand behind his back, like just doing any regular, like brushing his teeth, coming out the door, just so he could learn how to use his left hand to dribble.
Wow.
Like Peyton Manning started watching film with his dad when he was 6 years old, breaking down defenses. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff is beyond working
greatness.
Hard. Right.
There's greatness.
Right.
That's where those dudes sit in their perspective.
They're great.
Staying right there, because you are also a hard-working man. I remember, yes. I might not have never seen anyone use Ninth Street Park in the manner that you and Art Monk used to when y'all were young. Y'all got this young. What drove you to do that type of stuff?
Ninth Street Park, y'all. We gotta give you a little background if you don't know. This is a place where we've all been through. If you've been through Monessen and you've hooped or
people
played
from
football,
everywhere, yeah.
I mean, but if you've been througrough Monessen,
you put that tough skin on you.
Football, you played at Ninth Street Park.
We're talking about a historic venue, man. Like, at my nana's house on McKee, she had a picture of Joe Montana pitching in Ninth Street Park.
Crazy.
And there was a line of like college scouts there. It was raining, man. They were holding umbrellas. You see like LSU, Iowa, like just sitting there. I'm like, this happened at Ninth Street Park. Right, it's the same park we play at every single day. It was crazy, but I mean, like that park, man. There was so much going on at the time. I remember being a kid because I lived up in Highland Manor, which is right above there. I look out my window, I see the old heads out there playing flag football or down 9th Street hooping. Like, so that instantly made you, want to be a part of that stuff. And then, like, as far as the Greyhounds were concerned, like, the area that I grew up in, like, playing football was just something that was just magical, man. It was majestic. So I knew that I wanted to be really, really good, and I know I wanted to play at the next level. I knew I had the grades to do it, but I doubted that I was physically able to do it because the people around me were so much better. Like, and I wasn't talented. I didn't have the talent. Like, Rocket was super talented. Tim Kershaw, man, QG, Big Mick. Like, I used to get so frustrated. Like, I was in the weight room going nuts, and I see Big Mick coming there one time, and he's throwing up 225 like it's nothing, and he ain't been there all summer. Right? And I mean, like that type of stuff. But it fueled me. Like, listen, I'm gonna go harder. Like, I'm gonna work when nobody else is working. Like, I used to wake up in the manor because we had the little free breakfast and lunch program, right?
Yeah.
Listen, wake up in the morning, go to free breakfast. I go down in the manor and run, and then listen, because I had no car, I walked from Highland Manor to the high school, the new school, right? And luckily, my coach at the time, Coach Fitz, was the shit. I had my own keys. I had my own keys to the school. I went to the weight room. I worked out, and then I walked back home. And I got my second run at the park.
How many miles away was that?
How many miles is that from?
I said about 3.
About 3 miles.
Yeah, that's
3.5
about 3.
miles.
But it ain't the miles. It's the hills.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Not to mention this.
Hey, you did that every day at how old?
This was from 16 to 18.
Yeah, that's what you call some hard work.
This is during the summer, like when all my friends was out playing and doing their stuff. But I mean, the thing is,
message
sacrifices.
They were talented, but the thing is that talent doesn't exist. Well, I would say it doesn't exist anymore. It's not as prominent as it was before because kids don't really be out running around and playing and stuff like that. We don't see it like we used to. Right. Like those cats were so naturally gifted because like the little things we used to do, we were young, playing tag and stuff like that. Like, you couldn't put your hands on Rocket.
Yeah.
Right?
He's
all over the place. Right. That's a
Didn't want to stand in front of Big
Man. Team, that was 01, right? Was that
01? Which one?
The team you're talking about right now.
That would have been 01 to 02, 03. 03 is my senior year.
So now I got a serious question, man. I got a real serious question. I didn't even see this ad-lib and shit. I love it.
Go ahead.
I got a question, man. I don't know if y'all know, but in 1995, me and Curdy Bird played at 3 River Stadium.
Yeah, I was there.
3 River Stadium in Pittsburgh. Y'all in the WPAL championship. We lost to Farrell, but it was okay, man. You lose graciously now that it's 30 years later.
Yeah, right.
But you saw both teams, Mikey. I trust your football knowledge. Who's winning the game between 95 and 01? Monessen Greyhounds. In your opinion.
Listen,
I unfortunately didn't see y'all. I lived in Virginia.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Like y'all had I think y'all had more talent. I think we were better coached. That's my personal opinion.
I would.
So I think it would have been a real good game.
Ooh,
don't try to shit on
now once again, you see, look, this man can't even get me started in like a debate because he come on graciously.
But you know what though? Listen,
but I dig it. I love the answer.
I think it would have been a great matchup though.
Absolutely.
Been some hard hitting out there.
Ooh,
I tell you what though, like, shout out to Farrell, man. They listen.
That team was that was.
We had a Farrell showdown in 01, and it was the hardest hitting game I've ever been in my entire life. We ended up winning that game, I think 7-6, and like just thinking back. Thinking back to the hitting that was going on, man, and the thing was, personally, I want revenge because I'm thinking to myself, this is a team that beat my boys back in the day. We're about to dog these boys. We're going out here and listen. It's revenge time. Like,
they only knew about that Greyhound pride.
I'm telling you, boys.
Some shit just don't stop.
It's for real, man. People have it all over this country.
I remember just standing on a ramp, watching them get off the bus and walk across the field. I'm just sitting there going back and forth, like, yeah.
Off topic. For real, because I know time is ticking. Let's get to some real stuff though.
Yep.
How do you feel about racism, the place it has us in right now as a country, and the steps we need to take as a country to not end it? Because we understand that's never going to happen.
Man.
But to make it more comfortable for all.
So the thing about the racism, man, and it's deep because. This area, because I've been in a bunch of different places, man. Like, racism was more prominent in this area for some reason, but as a country, obviously it's still existing too. My biggest thing is the largest gap between being racist and not racist is education. So like it's frustrating when you see people trying to suppress education right now. They're taking away things that educate people on the history of the country, the proper history of the country, and racism is based on ignorance, 1,000%. So the thing is, I tell people all the time, I've always been a guy that try to break barriers, right? If they say, oh, they don't let black guys in there, I'm in there. I'm going in there. Watch me.
That's what we are, exactly.
Like they say, oh, even in high school, hey, she don't date black guys. Watch me. Watch me. Not just in a sexual sense either though. Listen,
classic.
Listen. I'll be on the couch with her dad watching the Steeler game.
Watching the Steeler game.
Yeah. Watch. Like, listen, because the thing is, it's based on ignorance because of, like we were talking before about not judging that book. So when you see me, right, you can't just see a black dude, man.
See me.
you got to see so much. I mean, there's nothing wrong.
See the character.
There's nothing wrong with seeing me. Seeing
you
a black
as a
dude.
brother. I mean, you a black dude.
Yeah,
Right?
listen,
I'm a white dude, right?
Yeah, listen, your eyes work. That's good, but you got to see something else, man. You got to see something else.
You got to read into it, man. Talk to somebody.
Definitely,
Talk to somebody that looked at that.
If you come through with the stereotypes, people like us are going to confuse you.
Yeah.
Confuse you.
Yeah. That's just it.
You're going to get confused.
Yeah, that's all
Don't
it
get
is.
it twisted.
Even with Bruce. He confuses people all the time, like for real.
Yeah,
like you're
seeing y'all together. Like somebody's not going to understand that.
Yeah,
like,
it throws you. It's going to throw you off immediately.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
And then it's probably going to make you more comfortable. I know in many situations we've
been in. Yes, absolutely.
We've been in. Once again, personal experiences, y'all. Like me and him have recently been in where we've been in a place, and I was like, this place was full of a lot of white folks. All right, a lot of white folks. A lot of people like me. Me and him walked in. I'm the one who was like, he was having fun. I was like, yo,
let's go. Right.
We got to go. And I said this, like, we got to go because...
And it's just like he said. And I bet you even when you went into that club where they was like, no, I know what you do when they turned it out, huh?
Yeah.
We all partying.
Right,
for real. Man. Let's go. Give it. I done been there a million times.
Yeah.
Bro, we're all the same, man.
And the thing is, like... And I want to get back to something y'all was talking about before in the previous show. Like we were talking about how the racism, like it comes from different sides too.
Oh
yeah.
Yes.
So like, and this is something I want to point out as well. Like my wife's Caucasian Italian lady, right? So like, it was an adjustment for her, being able to see it for the first time, in a public setting. Like I remember the first time we was on a date, the black waitress she keeps on coming to my wife all crazy, bumping her chair and everything. My wife's ready to fight her. She's ready to knuckle like, listen, you can't respond that way.
She's an Italian boy. They don't play. They Italians don't play.
You can't respond to racism that way. Like you can't. Unfortunately, you cannot beat racism with violence, man. And I know it sounds cliche. I know it sounds crazy. I mean, I know it's frustrating. It makes you want to, like, even watching that shit down in Alabama, like the boat thing. It's funny. We're sitting there thinking like,
laughing.
But we gain nothing from it at the end of the day. Like, we gain nothing from it.
No. Just more division.
That's more division. Because now you got people on both sides going,
and it can be seen. It can be seen. Nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to listen when, and it don't matter. The Alabama shit.
Yeah.
Good. Hey, look. Sometimes you're right. You can't fight racism with violence, but you damn sure can fight it when somebody puts their hands on you.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's
what happened. Yeah, that's what happened in my eyes.
You can definitely defend yourself, though.
That's what happened in my eyes. But no, I feel what you're saying, because I say we say the same. You can't fight, especially today. They see it. Everybody's seeing that video. What's it lead to? You just said it. Division.
Yeah.
Divide. And people see it, so people would rather just see it, and they say, all of a sudden, that is just mouthing off comments from both sides, like you said. But that's where you was going with the both sides.
Right. It's just the ugly blob. Man, that's all. It's an ugly blob.
And we know we're realists. It ain't going away.
Yeah.
It ain't going away.
It takes so much energy to hate people, though.
Way more than us.
So it's free to be nice.
It's dropping gems, folks.
It takes so much energy that it takes effort to hate someone consistently, and especially when you don't know, because you're making so many assumptions. You got to give up so much mental power to create a scenario in your head to where you hate this person for no reason at all, other than the color of their skin.
Right.
And it's wild.
Color of skin, or who they're laying
with.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah.
Well, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Or because you have a difference of opinion. I mean, it's
Hey, I want to get. I want to slide off something real quick. I really want to. go to like high school football in our area. Like,
Oh yeah.
I want to talk a little bit. I mean, we've got 4 teams. We got the Monessen Greyhounds, the Charleroi Cougars, Belle Vernon Leopards, Ringgold Rams. You're big on Monessen this year. You guys, we was just talking before we came in here.
So-
Y'all big on Monessen. So, are the Leps got a chance to repeat? You know, what do you think about that little freshman running back from Ringgold? I mean, I can't remember his last name.
Yeah, you know it.
Hey, listen. So, first of all, man, thank goodness it's football season. Like, let me just take y'all. Like, listen. Right now, it's the night before camp. Think about that right now. Like, the night before camp, you just get chills, man. It's getting ready to
Before
go.
Christmas, for those
telling
who
you.
don't know about the camp,
Listen,
this is night before
better than Christmas, man. It's better than Christmas.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, like starting with the Roy, you know, I got to see the Roy the 7-on-7 a couple weeks ago. Coach looks phenomenal. Like the coach that got over there, young guy, very organized, very structured. Looks like he's trying to build something over there.
Over there in Charleroi.
Yeah, over there, Roy. So I'm not sure what their competition's going to look like this year. You know, I didn't get to see the line that much, so I just wish him the best of luck. And I know that guy, he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Cool.
So Belle Vernon, you know, Belle Vernon's going to be Belle Vernon right now. I mean, they are still loaded.
Stacked. I was reading something on them.
They're still stacked. The thing is, you know, with them, it's like, you know, how much are you going to let Q play?
Right.
You know,
He's committed
with
to Penn State.
the future he has
Yes,
right now, you know,
absolutely.
that's going to be in the back of everybody's mind. But
They've got talented kids behind him, right?
That's it. Even without Q, you got some talented kids. Are the talented kids going to get on the field and play? We'll see. If you want to win, put Boo Boo in. Right? That's what I tell you. You want to win, put Boo Boo in. Right? Anyway, yeah, I think Belle Vernon's going to do well. Ringgold, I have the pleasure of being on that coaching staff right now with Coach Mack.
There we go.
I was
actually rooting for
congratulations.
that.
I didn't know that.
Listen, so
That
Back
makes
to
me
your
real
old
lucky.
coach, huh?
it wasn't. I didn't plan on coaching this year. I had a real good time actually getting around last year and getting to watch games, and I loved it. And I was thinking to myself, like, man, this is good. But when Coach called me and said he needed me, like something happened to where he had lost, you know, his offense and defensive coordinator very, very late in the offseason. I'm not gonna let my coach go out like that. So being able to get over there and get involved with those kids, Ringo's it's a hectic situation right now. Just being realistic.
Right.
Ringo has a ton of athletes, and the athletes aren't playing football right now because again, it's in a situation where it's not appetizing to them. It's not
Appealing.
It's not appealing to
So
them
we
at
got
all.
to bring it. You're gonna find that way and get back in that system. Bring that system back.
But man, they got some talent over there. This freshman class obviously is definitely something you're going to want to look out for over the next couple years. I would like to see some people get out and support those guys, give them a reason, you know, to come out and join the team. As of right now, you know, it's not too late. But
listen, man,
not just now.
Listen,
but like
I'm gonna tell you
years to come.
Sir, I'm sorry, excuse me, but if you listen to this and this is gonna be on Facebook and I got 1,100 friends and Mikey's who knows how many he's got. We're gonna put this on there, and if you from the Valley, man, show these Ringo boys some support.
Show
man.
them all.
You know,
if you can't
we
reach
gonna
a
get
game,
onto all of them, but I'm doing the Ringo thing. Get these. Show out, man. Show out for these.
For real, man. Some of these kids have bright futures,
great coach.
man.
I'm telling you right now, and if he's back in the rest of the coaching staff, go get it. But I'm sorry, Mikey.
No, you're good. Yeah. So listen, let's be real. Like Ringo's going to struggle a little bit this year. My goal right now is to get Coach Mack his first win. So right now I'm coaching the defense right now. You know, so going to do everything I possibly can to get that man to win because he deserves that and so much more.
Yeah, shout out.
Freshman running back, man, he's not bad.
Listen, I tell you one thing, he's more than a running back.
Christian, I love you, dog.
That boy can play any position. Like he is
Football
just a dog.
player.
Like he's just
Yes.
he loves the contact. His body's built for it. He's in phenomenal shape. Like he's everything you want in a football player right now, man. It's
We
fun.
wish for all safety for all the young fellas
Hell
out there
yeah.
playing football. Keep y'all's necks up,
Yes, sir.
move neck, keep your head up.
Yes, sir.
So don't
Let's
forget
go. No
about him.
injuries.
Now, I know you ain't forget about
Water
him.
down in camp. Down in camp.
Last but not least, of course, the Hounds.
Let's go.
We mentioned before about Belle Vernon being loaded. The Hounds are loaded.
And they ain't been that way in years.
Listen to me. Not since, man, I can't remember the last time. Probably 2014 is the last time we were this loaded.
Wow.
But when I tell you loaded, I mean they got dogs on top of dogs on top of dogs.
Totally.
They
They
should dominate Class A right now. I mean, and
Go get that
even
championship.
with youth on their side, the young people that they have right now, I mean, they are all capable of being phenomenal football players.
That's awesome.
You know, and again, like the issue with Monessen that separates from everybody else. This is what nobody realizes as far as like not getting championships. We very rarely have the same team in October that we have in August for whatever reason. Like sometimes, you know, it's grades. Sometimes, you know, it's off the field issues. Sometimes it's something going on with the school district. It's unfortunate, but all you can do is pray that, you know, these kids can stay healthy and eligible and available. And if they do, I'm telling you, they're going to make some noise, man. I'm happy for the Hounds. I'll always be a Greyhound through and through. I'll be cheering them on every single night. Even, listen, a couple years ago, I was coaching at Franklin Regional. And we're in the coach's room, we're getting dressed. And every single game, I wear my Gray Monessen T-shirt that I had since camp under whatever I'm wearing. That's it. When I was at Georgetown, I did the same thing. My Gray Monessen T-shirt's going on first. Whatever I put over top was going over top. Right. But no matter what, my Gray Monessen T-shirt's going on first. No matter where I'm at, I don't care if I'm playing for the Cowboys. I'm telling you, Monessen Greyhound shirt's going on first. But
there was some issues. I kind of got a quick little thing from it. Like booster issues at Monessen. So I wanted to put this out. There's a fish fry, 17th and 18th of this week of August.
Yeah.
Support the Monessen football team. I ain't gonna get into the issues in that. We're not gonna get into that. But I'm gonna say there's issues. They could really use the support, guys. If you can get out and support these young men, you know, give them an opportunity to play the game they love without having to worry about shit. You know what I mean? But
I don't want. I know you don't want to dive into it. I don't want to dive into it either. I'm going to say that, you know, this is one of the reasons why I felt it was time for me to go, is because, you know, it's so unfortunate you have to go this route to try to get the basic things done. Like all I ever wanted was for our kids to have the same opportunity everybody else has.
Right.
So I like, you know, kids in Belle Vernon don't have to worry about that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Kids in Charlotte don't have to worry about that type of stuff. So like the fact that, you know, that they know the need's there every year and nobody's doing anything to fix that need, it's frustrating. So, like, you know, it's unfortunate.
It's discouraging.
And the fact is, we the three of us can sit here and we know it's political bullshit, but we're not even like for real. That's one of the things you don't waste your breath on. We got more important shit. I want to talk about something more important.
Talking to a brick wall, man.
I want to talk about something more important, man. Now, congrats, brother. You got a new baby.
Oh yeah, listen.
Got a new baby. That's gonna be interesting. How you plan on juggling? You about to be you work. You work a full-time job.
Yeah.
You about to coach the defense of the Ringo Rams, and you're a new father.
Yeah, man. It's no easy task, but you know we show up every day, you know, prepared to do whatever you gotta do to make it through the day, right? So like for me, this wasn't something that was thought out and planned, but it was a blessing.
Right.
So having a son, you know, was something I always wanted. And to have the son I have right now, it's beyond a blessing. I'm grateful for him every day. I pray for it about it every day. You know, my wife was able to stay healthy enough to have it happen. So, you know, we are very grateful, man. I tell you what, it was special for me being at Ringo because my daughter's at Ringo now too. She's going to be a freshman. So, you know, she was super excited to have her dad, you know, be a coach over there now. So I'm getting experience from that for the first time, which is new.
That's awesome,
but
man. I'm
thrilled about that as well. That type of stuff keeps me going.
Right.
Like for me, coach is not a chore. It's not like work is work, right? You get up every day, fuck, I gotta go to work. Everybody does that, right? But I'm never like, fuck, I gotta go to football. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not work for me. That clears my mental health. Like that,
right.
My wife literally told me, like, yeah, you can go coach because your mental health is not where it needs to be. It is like for my own mental escape. Yes, I don't know. I need the coach.
I don't wake up and say, "Damn, I gotta go to work today." I wake up and like, "Yo, man, I'm about to."
That's good.
Things is about to go crazy. Like if you can get to that point,
yes,
that's an amazing thing.
Yeah,
because I literally learned so much from the. It's such a great thing, man. But I have such human contact.
If you got a career that you love, man, and you're making money off of it, man, then you're better off. Like what they say, like a job's nothing but work, and if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Exactly.
So.
And
I got another question that's more on a serious tip, and we all been through this too. This is why I want to get this out here, and I just want to know your opinion on how you could help somebody get through a situation like this, and as a family, how y'all helped each other get through this. But we all three here have lost our youngest sibling. You understand? And I know that's a crazy situation, and I know that we're not the only people that went through it. But and losing any sibling is tough, or any family member is tough that been through you for so much and so long. How are you and your family? How did y'all go through it at first, and how are y'all continuing to get through this thing right now? And Bruce, I want to know your opinion also, just in case yours is different than his, and somebody might be going through the same thing you went through.
Yeah. So for us, losing my sister Michelle Mumu, we're not through it. Obviously, I mean, it's something that's it's heavy. It's, something that's just not supposed to happen. And the thing is that I've learned when my mom, she was, very, very helpful throughout the process, even though she lost her daughter, which is crazy. But she said something to me that stuck with me and kind of kept me going. As a man, you have responsibilities. Your responsibilities don't care about your grief. Your responsibilities don't care about, how you feel. Your responsibilities don't stop. They don't care, if you're feeling sorry for yourself. Your responsibilities don't care about none of that stuff. They're still going to be there in the morning when you wake up. So, you got to take your responsibilities. And that's how I've taken that approach. And at the same time, I want to make sure I honor my sister, but I got to take care of the things I got to take care of. You know what I mean? Absolutely. That's how I've been getting through each day.
That's what's up.
Right.
Group?
Man, look, every situation's different. Me, I'm different, man. I mean, unfortunately, I've seen more death than I don't have either of my parents. They both died in their 60s. Y'all know that, early.
Yeah.
I found my baby brother with a needle in his arm. So that shit still sits with you, boy. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna go away. And the way that I've just dealt with it is to realize that everybody has their demons. You can't save everybody. It's not possible. No matter what you do, you can't save everyone.
Yeah.
But if you, first of all, take care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, that will end up getting you the way you need to be. And I know that sounds crazy because, there's some people that know me are like that. There ain't no way this dumb son bitch said that.
Not the mental part at all.
But it's real, man. I just told you, we was out there talking before Mikey showed up, and we're talking about some shit you're going through. And I said, first and foremost, we have to take that responsibility. We got to take care of ourselves.
It's on
man.
you for.
It's on us. You a coach. I've coached, but we all coaches because we all coach in our families. We all coaching people every day we see in life, whether they're older or younger. We all willing to take advice from somebody who's older or younger, or a different color, or is a different ethnicity. We're all willing to do these things.
Yeah.
I decided to make sure that I've made a lot of mistakes, but I used excuses, so many different excuses for so many mistakes I made in my life, instead of just taking accountability for some of those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I realized that my brother, it sticks with me. The way I get through it is just to realize that I want to be a better version of myself. And it might even sound selfish, but sometimes, if you want to get where you want to go and you want to do the things you want to do, you have to be a little selfish sometimes. And those that love you have to also know that. So you've really got to focus on yourself, man. Yeah. Even when those negative things happen, something you don't think that you have dreams about. You got to focus on yourself. Get that mental, that physical, and that spiritual. Keep that right, man. And that's really... And look, I get mad love from so many different people around me. I told you, it's humongous. It's an amazing feeling. When you have that, it'll make you a better person.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the thing is, it sometimes, as far as the self-care is easier said than done sometimes. Because there's sometimes
very much so. It's a hard thing.
Well, the burn's heavy, man. It's heavy.
I always say we never know what someone's going through.
No, never know.
Never. That's why, man, people listen, always check on your loved ones. Even if y'all had a hard time, man, find a way to get through it. And sometimes you're not a sucker for admitting you're wrongdoing. You're not a sucker. You're not a sucker for doing the right thing and knowing, hey man, if you were wrong, you were wrong. Make it right. If you really love that person, what's so hard about it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And we always said, man, we could disagree. That's not no reason to fall out.
No.
You understand? I know people.
Disagree.
I feel sorry for the cats that all the time. You understand? Something happened, and they fell out with somebody. And then you don't never get the chance to make that right with that person.
Yep.
You understand? Like I did it before. Like I never got to tell a person I forgive you. You understand? Like,
Absolutely.
Listen, man, we're gonna get on track again.
That's big.
We're getting crazy again. You get me all soft in my feelings.
Yeah.
Man. I almost had a tear and shit. Come on, man. You do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I love touching.
Hey man, listen.
You started this. You started this.
I did. You're right. I did start it. You got me. I wasn't expecting to. You said, "Oh, that's it." Ooh. So listen, man. I want to give a shout out to another local team, another local high school team, the Aliquippa Quips.
Oh, this is the crazy.
If you don't know about it, it's a town about the size of our little Monessen.
Yeah.
These people have three people in the National Football League Hall of Fame. They're the only high school in the country. The only high school, you knew that, I'm sure, Mikey.
Oh yeah.
They're the only if you're a football fan, Aliquippa Quips, a little north of Pittsburgh, the only place. Mike Ditka, Ty Law, and
Revis Island,
baby. Darrell, hey, shout out to all those dudes.
No
shout
doubt.
out to Aliquippa.
Keep doing y'all thing, man.
Aliquippa, man.
Great thing, right in the area, man.
Awesome. That's an awesome thing, Mikey.
Listen, that place is a whole different breed. Like there's no place like that in the country. And what I mean by that, people ask, like, what is it that makes a place like that so successful? Because everybody buys in. The community, the school district, the kids, the parents, everybody's on the same page. I'll tell you, I'll give you an example. Like, they have a football program out there, right? Their football program from their youth all the way up to their high school, all the coaches are together. They're running the same plays, they're running the same defense. They're like, nobody's combating, nobody's arguing over this and that. They don't have soccer or any other fall programs to worry about stealing the kids. They're all playing football. Right? They have alumni that give back to the program over and over again. They have a community that supports them year round, not just during football season. Right? They have a school district that supports them. They just got a brand new stadium, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is.
I want to shout out my man J.R. Gilliam. I worked with J.R. for several years. J.R. This brother make his arm look like this. Man. This brother, he like remember me and John.
Big John.
But hey, J.R. He's been a coach on the Quip. Shout out J.R. My man J.R. I know you're gonna watch this. Because I'm gonna let you know what time it is that I shouted you out too.
Hey, I definitely want to. Yeah, I want to shout out some Quips too. Hey, Big Ernest, RIP4, y'all know who that is. RJ Abercrombie, Brandon LeDunn. I hope y'all boys is having a great life out there, man.
Sure.
Yo, this is dudes from Monessen. The no dudes from Aliquippa, which is over an hour away from us.
It's way up there.
But this is what it is, man.
Yeah. Real recognize real, man.
Absolutely, man.
I ain't shooting no stars down.
Hey,
Lead
3 Hall of Famers, man.
That's dope. Let's go. We looking for more.
That's crazy, Birdie, man. What else you got from my man?
3 and counting.
Hey, man, shoot. You know me. What's your take on this Jason Aldean song?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I
just want to know
since
small
town, baby.
So I mean, like, here's the thing, like, and this goes back to like a deeper subject, man, because this is kind of like with like the whole Trump thing.
Your stage.
So the thing about songs like that is it purposefully doesn't say anything specific, but it's clearly targeted to a certain audience. Right? I mean, like, I don't think anybody can disagree with that statement. Like, the thing is that there's nothing racist about the song, right? But you clearly see how a racist could appeal to it, right? That's my only argument I can make. It's like the same thing with Trump. Like, Trump's not a racist dude, but you can clearly see how a racist dude would love Trump.
Wow.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Man, that shit is so. How deep is that right now?
I mean, like, it's real. Like Trump. I'm not saying like Trump don't hate black people, but like people that do hate black people love Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's not a racist.
That's crazy,
It's not a racist
man.
song, but you can clearly see how some racists get behind it. Like you know what I'm saying?
Try that shit in our town,
Right.
Because we come from a small town.
Absolutely.
We come from a small town.
And
I did just I've listened to that, and I've said my piece on that thing, but I dig the song. I like the words, man. I like try that shit over here, man.
I like your outlook
And
even more.
it's kind of catchy for real, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
The song's a little catchy for real.
I don't even do country, but look, I was in there was some I like, but I was like, okay.
I know a whole lot of people had to look that song up and found themselves like, okay.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm like, yeah, try that shit small. When I think of it, of course, I'm thinking, yeah, don't roll through here with some bullshit.
Yeah,
man.
right.
You might fuck around and get in trouble. But
here, I got another question for you too, and you know what your mama is to me. It's one of my favorite women in the world.
Mom Duke's special, man.
Yeah, period. I want to know what was her influence on you. You understand? I watched her, and we all watched her. And if anybody that was around her seen her in action,
I mean, I went to school with his sisters.
There was a whole bunch in that manner that they were cut differently. And she was one of them women anybody could get it. You understand?
Yeah.
How
did she affect your life, and what was her? What was her influence for you?
My mom is what people would like by today's standard would be considered harsh, but like she wanted to make me exceptional, and she would not settle for less. So I'll give you an example. I tell this story often, but this one time, it was last day of school. I'm in elementary school. We all live in the Highland Manor. We all get off the bus, and the ice cream man's out there, and we got our report cards. So the ice cream man's giving out free ice cream if you got good
I remember
grades,
that.
right?
Yeah, you got.
So I got straight A's on my report card. So I go up there. I got enough candy for me and my siblings. Enough ice cream for me and my siblings. So I grab all the ice cream. Go back to the house. My mom's in there cooking. She's like, "Where you got the ice cream from?" I'm like, "Mom, the ice cream man's giving away free ice cream if you got good grades." So I'm showing my report card, all A's on there. She said, "Go out there and get that man his ice cream back." I'm like, "What? What you mean? Like it's free?"
How old are you?
I'm probably like
sixth grade.
I'm like fourth grade. It was fourth grade.
What? You're like 10 years old. Say go put the ice cream back.
Right. So like she makes me anxious to go outside, get the ice cream man his stuff back. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, or whatever. And I go back in the house and I'm like devastated. Like I don't understand why I got get my ice cream back. I see Bubba Phil outside eating their ice cream. B Duke out there eating his ice cream. Right. And I'm like, man, my mom's like, you don't get rewards for doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Ooh.
She's like, you're intelligent already, so I expect you to have these A's.
Wait a second.
You don't get
Say that one more time.
Please repeat that.
You don't get rewards for doing the things you're supposed to be doing.
Wow.
Like we didn't get like allowances because we were cleaning our room. You're supposed to clean your room. You're supposed to be doing the stuff you're supposed to be doing. Like you don't get rewarded for that. And that's the standard that she set me. So whereas I knew that doing the basic stuff wasn't enough. That's why like when the team's lifting, I know I'm staying an hour afterwards because I'm not just going to be there when they tell me to. I'm going to do a little bit extra.
Right.
Like the standard is okay, but like you're expected to be the standard. You're expected to do the bare minimum.
I hope my son watches this show just for that last part you just said.
I hope
my son seeing
for that.
You understand? They ain't no doing the bare minimum.
Yeah. And that's just it. I mean, I tell the players all the time in football, like, listen, I get it. Like, if you, like a guy that's trying to bump somebody out of a starting position, like if you're only here during practice working on that stuff, it's a very low chance you're going to bump that person out of position, right? If you're on the side, fixing the things you were doing wrong last year, if you're watching film, like, you're doing a little bit of extra workouts, you're, YouTube and researching what you got to do. Now you're starting to get ahead. Like now you got a good chance of bumping that person off. If you're only showing up when they ask you to show up, chances are you're not gonna get where you want to be. You're gonna
get into something what you put into it. You can get out of something what you put into it.
That was the biggest influence my mom had on me, was just setting the bar, like not accepting mediocrity. That was her thing. I won't lie, that shit was tough growing up.
Listen,
it was rough.
And
man.
Guess what? Salute to your mama
rough.
because she made you a phenomenal man. Above and beyond, man.
I mean, and not without a shit ton of flaws and mistakes. I got my ass with a whole lot.
We do, dog.
I got my ass with a whole lot of mistakes going along the way, man. But like
know this. Yeah, we do got to wrap this thing up. So we can sit here and talk all day. But I got a question, man. I'm to finish this thing up. I know, got 3 athletes in their prime in the NFL. I really wanted to talk some Steelers, but we're gonna have to do that later.
We'll do mid-season, man.
We'll do mid-season.
Yeah. He'll be back. He'll be back.
I got a question for you. You got three wide receivers in the NFL, right? You got to cut one, bench one, start one.
Ooh, I like these ones. I like these.
Marvin Harrison, Megatron, and AB.
Who's the quarterback?
It don't matter. I don't care who the quarterback is. Don't worry. The quarterback don't even matter. Those three receivers, you got to bench one, cut one, and start one.
So I'm a coach now, so don't chew my head off. Yo. Listen to me. AB starting. Marvin Harrison's next, and I'm cutting Megatron.
Oh shit! What?
Listen to me.
Oh my goodness!
Listen why?
Yeah, please.
Please tell me.
Listen, if you want longevity in this league, right? You cannot rely on the splash plays. You need people to be possession receivers. Somebody you can throw the ball to first, second, third, and fourth down. Right? Megatron is a great guy that can stretch the field, big, long, fast, strong, awesome. I can throw a big, deep ball to him. That's cool. But you go watch Marvin Harrison, watch how many times a game he runs a simple slant route. And he gets 8 or 9 catches doing the same damn route that nobody can stop. You watch AB get the separation doing the simplest, easiest thing, getting the ball on first down, second down, third down, fourth down. We're talking about longevity, moving the sticks, making the band play, baby. That's what
that hit me hard because I wasn't on that.
I can't even argue with it.
Hey, I'm not.
Since he broke it down.
Hey, look, I mean, I had a little bit. I liked AB. I mean, I liked AB one anyway, and then Megatron, but I think
I think
so is AB getting a Hall of Fame even though he's crazy as a motherfucker? Excuse me, he's crazy as shit.
The politics won't let him in.
They won't let him in, right? But he should be.
He should be.
Absolutely should be.
His situation reminds me of, what's my man's name? Ricky Waters.
Oh, Ricky Waters.
Yeah,
one of he got me. It was one of my dudes for the Eagles and the 49ers.
He should definitely be in the Hall of Fame, but the one time he pissed somebody off.
Right.
And
it depends on that's life. It depends on who you piss off.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. Like we said, we gotta wrap up.
Yeah.
I do want to give a shout out to all 4 of the Mon Valley teams.
Yes, sir.
For this upcoming football season. Once again, the Greyhounds,
good luck to all
the
y'all.
Cougars, the Leopards, and the Rams, man. Good luck to all y'all. Good luck to all the players. I hope you stay healthy. Hope everything goes great, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this show, Mikey. I appreciate the hell
this
out
was
you
fun,
coming
man.
on,
I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to do it
again. This is the first of many.
We definitely will come back mid-season. Sometime during the season, bring Mikey back, man. Talk some Steelers football, too.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate y'all. Keep watching, man. Keep subscribing.
Love y'all.
Talk to y'all. Peace out.
Peace out, baby.
Hold on.